So, good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to IQRF Summit 2019. My name is Chudoba. I'm the CEO of IQRF Alliance, and I'm really happy that you came over here to our conference, like a 2-day conference. So I hope that you will enjoy it. I will show you like a little bit of our ecosystem, what we are building up here together in the Alliance. As expected, right now, like the connectivity, like the 4G connectivity that I was relying on to show my demo is not working right now, as usual. So I will definitely do the presentation. I will, I think, fix the demo connectivity later on, and then once it's working, I will do my best to present it to you how it's working. So we will see. So, like I think, or what I've heard from you over the last years when we work together, that sometimes really the deployment of the IoT is a nightmare, and then you struggle with the interoperability, you struggle with, let's say, reliability of the devices that are available, the connectivity as we can see here, and so on. But I believe that as we are working really hard on this, step by step we are getting to the stage where the deployment will be fairly easy, and this is what I want to show you today, how we are building up the whole IQRF ecosystem in order to make your life as a system integrator much easier. So first of all, what you need is hardware, right? So I'm really happy that we have available on the marketplace devices from different members. We have a gateway as well, and there are more devices coming and under development. And the important thing is that those devices are fully interoperable. It means that they work in one network, that's one thing, but also you can control different devices from different manufacturers through the same commands, and you get the data in the completely same structure, right? So then when you need to put those devices together in one solution, like it's really easy. Another thing that we've done over last years is like a new version of the IQRF Gateway daemon, which is now completely modular, so you can add your modules like one by one and actually build up the software above it. And also, this IQRF Gateway daemon supports the interoperable devices. So even if you collect the data from those devices, they are automatically parsed, and then you get the data directly in JSON format, and it's very easy actually to get it connected to your cloud or mobile app or IoT platform or whatever. Also, the new version of the daemon now supports connectivity to the repository. So basically, once the device is certified like this on the IQRF interoperability, is placed on the repository. So then when you do the commissioning of this new device to the gateway downloads the drivers from the repository. So it's a completely dynamic ecosystem, right? Another thing is that there is an API how to connect and how to communicate with the daemon. So again, it's very easy to communicate with the cloud. For the people that are not geeks, like myself, it's really good that there is a new GUI, like interface for human beings that to set up to set up the gateway, to configure it, and so on. So again, like this is much more, let's say, useful than it was about a year ago when we showed it last year over here. One of the trouble, even with such a cool technology like IQRF, was to actually do the deployment when you have a different channels on different devices, right? Before, you need to set up all the devices on the same channel before you start the deployment and the commissioning. And this was quite a kind of nightmare. And so actually the result was that most of the companies were using just the same channel, right? So this could be actually then dangerous because there could be the overlaps, and the communication could be not so reliable as it should be. So one of the new features in the whole ecosystem is now that when you do the bonding or the smart connect or any kind of procedure like that goes for the commissioning, actually the channel which is set up in the gateway, and now it's really a matter of a configuration, is actually distributed to the end device, right? So you just set up let's say, channel number 14, and during the bonding, smart connect, or auto network, like it's distributed everywhere. So you don't have to do this pre-setup. Another thing is, and we had the trouble with this during our project in a hospital, is that we needed to combine devices that are running on batteries and they are in LP mode, and with the standard devices that are running like in standard mode. And before, it was not possible to actually combine those devices in one network, and it's really stupid to have like two different networks. So there was an option like have a standard or LP network. So the new thing over the last year, what we've done, is that instead of OR, now there is a plus. So basically, you can have a network, which is called like standard and LP, where you can combine those two types of devices. The other option is actually that you have just a standard network, and then it can integrate only standard devices for, let's say, street lighting or the applications where you know that you have all the devices on mains. So again, like it's a significant progress in this, so like simplifying the whole process of deployment. And last year we like showed here for the first time the Smart Connect, the way how you can actually get things connected through the QR code. And I'm really happy that our partners and the members of the Alliance actually integrated these QR codes and in their, let's say, production. And now, if you go to the IQRF shop, you can buy the devices that have the QR codes. They support LP or standard. The gateway could be configured. So actually, anything that you buy now on the shop could be really like plug and play, put together and used. Another thing is that maybe, I don't know if you spot it, but here we have a new logo. And now we are, let's say, working on providing Smart Connect also on NFC. It's working. The mobile app supports that. So now it's just a matter of making, let's say, maturify the right tags. And I think we will deploy it within a couple of months. By the way, you can take a look here. In the Alliance, we are now providing these tags. So this is how you can recognize that the device is IQRF interoperable. Even what we think about right now is that we would provide this tag with NFC inside, right? So then you get the tag, you just upload the Smart Connect code in this, and anyone can then commission it. So it will simplify the whole process again. Another, let's say, it looks like a minor thing, but I think it again like helps a lot with the flexibility of the whole ecosystem, is that you can send or you can set up the custom handlers and also the drivers on the repository to support so-called custom sensors. So basically, in the IQRF interoperable standard, we have certain types of sensors or quantities, if you will. And it's limited, and it's limited by default because it's standard. So it should be standard types of parameters. But if you want, through the whole ecosystem, you can also deliver in the standard way your customized sensors, right? So this gives the flexibility, and this is now fully integrated, and you can use it. One of the last things that I want to show is this Pixla. There is a great progress of this tool for remote management. It was actually designed as a remote management for gateways, but now they are integrating also the management of the IQRF networks, right? So this is exactly the tool that you need if you have like 20, 30 gateways out there, every gateway with, let's say, 100, 200 devices. Then you need such a device actually to really in a reasonable way to control the network. And last but not least, there is a mobile app. It's a completely new version, built up now on the IQRF Daemon version 2. So now it's completely reliable. It has great features. I hope I will be able to show it to you later on today. So one of the new things is that so far the mobile app was actually connected directly from the mobile phone through, let's say, a local Wi-Fi network to the gateway. So then you are actually limited with the Wi-Fi connectivity. But the idea is that actually the mobile app will be connected through GSM or 4G or whatever to Pixla, and then Pixlab will get the tunnel to the gateway. So then basically you can be anywhere with your mobile doing the commissioning. So you can be at the end of the, I don't know, street lighting applications like 10 kilometers far from the gateway, and actually the message can go through the Pixlab to the gateway. You can do the bonding, you can let's say take out the device from the network and so on. And a new idea that is being now implemented is actually adding the metadata when you do the deployment. So you can take a picture, you can say I'm in this and this room, I'm on this GPS location, and so on. Actually send it from the mobile app to the Pixlab, to the gateway, and even to let's say IoT platforms. So share the metadata there. So now let's take a look if I can get connected to the 4G with my cell phone. And actually, when you were not here, it was working perfectly, right? But maybe these 200 cell phones that are now around just kill the connectivity. Anyway, so far it seems that. Yeah. So in order to make it all smooth, we will change the setup of the Wi-Fi connectivity because this apparently doesn't work, and I will show this later on during today. We will not do it now. We will go on with a standard program, and then I will show you the demo. Anyway, what I really want to highlight is the cooperation in the alliance. So I would really like to highlight and thank you guys from these companies, because you were really involved in the process of building up this whole ecosystem. And these companies actually spent really months and months of their work and of their contribution to building up this ecosystem. Actually later on during the afternoon, we will put this demo out there, so it will be on the marketplace. You can download the mobile app. So this is the QR code for the mobile app. You can download it and you can then play with that, how it all works, and test it. So thanks a lot. I'll be back, and I hope that I will show you the real demo later on. So thanks a lot.